And I think you're so skewed already from your observation and the recommendation you made. It's about serving our customers. And those points you made, Vash, you made the third point, but I talked to Michelle, who is a director of customer experience, and I noticed she was looking, maybe she was watching you there. But Michelle, she has said it all. You know, this lady can even drive our customer experience. It's very good what she said. So well done. And
Please take your time to watch this video to the end. At the United Bank of Africa, yesterday, Graduate Accelerated Program GMAP graduation ceremony held at the Landmark Event Center in Lagos. The atmosphere was charged with the energy of hundreds of newly minted young professionals from across Africa. The hall buzzed with pride, ambition, and the weight of opportunity. You already know Group Chairman Tony Elumelu, along with senior executives, had come to induct the latest cohort into the UBA family, reinforcing the bank's long-standing investment in talent development through the intensive 6 months program. During the interactive session, graduates were invited to ask questions. Many rose with standard inquiries about career growth, leadership, and personal advice. Then came Deborah Moses.
Good morning, sir.
correct.
Good morning, colleagues.
Production is good.
My name is Deborah Moses. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. So I have a question and I also have an observation. And then, first of all, the question is, as future, the one problem in the industry that you would advise all of us to dedicate our careers to solving, just one that can make us outstanding. Then, to the observation, during my OJT, I observed that our customers, they all have repetitive problems. They come back for the same complaints always. And then most of them do not know the required documentation that they need to bring so that their problems would be attended to smoothly. And you will realize that the customer service will now tell them to, so you need this and you need that. Please can you go back and bring it? And they'll be like, oh, I don't have time. I cannot come back to this bank again. That's a very big problem. So I want to suggest, how about we have UBA journey guide for our customers during onboarding when they are registering with us. We give them maybe a PDF that contains what you need to do at a particular time. If you have a problem with your bank, with your phone number you want to change, this is what you should bring to the bank so that we can help attend to you smoothly. And we can also have it in hard copy for some of our customers that do not really like the digital product, and then they might have to pay for the soft copy because of cost of printing at a little cost. This way they are informed of what they need to bring to the bank. They don't always have to come and go back or have to come. And then we can also understand that, okay, let me take it slowly. They don't have to come every day and maybe you come today and then you go back just because you forgot a passport. You already have that guide when you came. When we onboarded you as a customer, we wrote everything that might likely be a problem because we know we have repetitive problems. So you understand that when I'm going to the bank to change my phone number or to change my name, I'm supposed to go with an NIN. I'm supposed to go with a passport so I don't waste my time. And also, I also want to suggest that we might also have to create maybe a department in the bank that captures real-time experiences of all our customers. That at the end of the day, this amount of persons came to the bank, these people were being attended to, these ones were not. At the branch level, daily reports. That way we can know the reoccurring problems, the ones that are at the highest, and then we will know how to solve it and reduce inflow. Thank you.
Wow. Please come for a handshake, or a hug actually. Come up. When this lady started, she said, your name again?
Deborah Moses.
She said, as future leaders of UBA, indeed, people like you are the future leaders. If we hand over to people like you in UBA, we'll be safe. Thank you very much. Congratulations. You spoke so well. I'd like to know, what did you study?
Agricultural economics and extension.
Okay, and how long have you been out of school?
I finished 2023.
2023. What have you been doing?
I have worked in the HR department in Bank of Agriculture as HR assistant. And after that, I worked with Neat Microcredit as HR assistant. And after that, I was a personal assistant. I like to keep my employer confidential.
This is interesting. This is interesting. And, when you ask the first question, I was going to say it's simple, and it's about customer service. But I said, let me not interrupt your flow. And you went to second and third, and it's all about customer service. That is one, in fact, to me, is the most important thing that we can do for our customer. And it is at the center of everything that we do. And I'm not just saying it because everyone says customer for it. And when you said, made the second point, I wish I gave the answer first, because it's all about customer service. But I think you're already throwing that part. You see, you did not stand there and say, I want you to do this to make 1 trillion. But what you said is, if we do it, is what will make us make trillions today and forever. We want to become innate, cultural, part of who we are, to sell customer. And I think you're so skilled already from your observation and the recommendation you made. It's about serving customers. And those points you made, you made the third point, but I talked to Michelle, who is Director of Customer Experience, and I noticed she was maybe she was watching you there. But Michelle, she has said it all. This lady can even drive our customer experience. It's very good what she said. So well done, and I'll keep an eye on your career progression in UBA. Modibo, I would like to know where you send that to. Thank you. I'd like to know where this lady is posted, or recommendation first for posting before you finalize it. This is very impressive. Well done. So the other 2 points is for everyone to know. You're actually speaking to all of us. Guys, our future leaders, it's about embracing customer experience, customer service, making our customers happy. If they're happy, they'll come back, they'll do more business with us. It will help our reputation. Problems will always come, but it's how we solve problems, that's important. It's only God that can run a place where there won't be problems, but it's how we solve the problem that makes the difference. I'm quite...
Well, before Deborah Moses, you already know the trending topic about the young lady whose name is hidden for some security reasons, and her name needs to be protected. She needs to be protected from social media and banter and all of that. So she asked question about content creation, how she could grow, her engagement and all of that. But that didn't come just that way. She missed the whole thing up by addressing Tony Elumelu as Tony, Mr. Tony. She didn't even add Mr. Just Tony. Just like you call your classmate, your coursemate, your younger brother, younger sister, which was totally wrong. Where she also made another blunder was when she was corrected, she should have apologized immediately. She did not apologize. She went ahead to call him Mr. Elumelu and went on with her question. Then another young enterprising lady, still in the same hall, called Deborah Moses. She stood with quiet confidence, addressed him properly as Mr. Elumelu or chairman, and went straight to the heart of banking, serving customers better. Her questions were practical, sharp, and rooted in realities of frontline work. She spoke about the friction points customers face, long queues that test patience, digital channels that sometimes frustrate more than they help, the gap between what marketing promises and what branch or app experiences deliver. She asked how UBA could close those gaps more aggressively, better training for staff, or empathy and problem solving, smarter use of data to anticipate customer needs before complaints arise, faster resolution loops that turn frustrated clients into loyal advocates, and ways to empower junior staff to fix issues on the spot rather than escalate everything. She framed it not as criticism but a genuine contribution. How could the new graduates fresh from the program's rigorous training become the generation that makes UBA's customers experience a true competitive edge across ease African markets. In fact, Tony Elumelu listened intently and was very much amazed. In fact, you could hear him say, wow, wow, wow. Like I tagged it, she was promoted. She has already been promoted, and in fact, she's now an asset to United Bank of Africa. Imagine Tony Elumelu saying he will keep an eye on your record. That's something huge. Unlike the other lady, who I believe she had a lot of potentials, she might have gotten a lot of questions. She might maybe have prepared a lot of questions to ask Tony Elumelu, but she missed the whole thing up by wrong manner of approach, inappropriate approach to a man like Tony Elumelu, and lack of courtesy too. You should have apologized. Apology would have saved her a lot of backlash and name callings and all that on social media. Deborah Moses stole the day. Then she's promoted. Tony Elumelu is now keeping an eye on her. The whole of UBA all over the world would want this lady's services. She got free advert. Deborah Moses got free advert. Tony Elumelu said that UBA, if UBA hand over to her, it means UBA is in the safe hands. That she's among the people who can take UBA further in the world. That's the best. Imagine someone like Tony Elumelu giving you such free advert. That lady can work for any bank in the world, not even in Nigeria, because Tony Elumelu recommended her. Tony Elumelu spoke good of her. Tony Elumelu, in fact, there are some things in life you don't really need money. You just need a recommendation. This is the best recommendation this lady could ever get in her entire life. She can't be jobless again forever. In fact, if UBA didn't take her, other banks will take her, because this is televised all over the world. And I think it needs to go viral. She needs to go viral.